Hi guys, Dean from the Aussie Elite Group again. We're just talking a new hot topic today, which is very much out there. We see it on social media all the time, and this one is fair pay for models. We use the hashtag fair pay for models, which we encourage you guys to use as well. But look, this goes on and on, this one. It's a very important one at the same time. What you need to know is this. There's lots of commercial groups out there who pay money, who earn money from advertising and marketing, all that sort of stuff, and they are posting jobs for no pay. They say exposure, you can get free exposure and all this sort of stuff out of them, which is really a whole lot of rubbish. They're paying other people, they're making money themselves, and the exposure is really just an ego boost for yourself and your friends who already follow you. Because unless you can get your name at the bottom of the picture and to get your contact details, how would I know who you are if I see this beautiful model in a picture and I go, wow, I'd love to hire her? How can that be? It's just not going to happen. They say you get exposure, it looks good on your CV maybe, and that's probably the only thing it's good for, but there's no money in it. It will cost you money to go to the job and everything else involved and all that time to get your makeup done. Look, you really, really have to think about it hard. It's killing the industry. We know of people and groups overseas in the US who are actually coming here to use Australian models because they're cheap. So are you really cheap? You know, do you want to be seen as cheap? There's models everywhere putting their hand up going, hey, I'll do that job for nothing because it's not a bad brand name or whatever it might be, and they're excited by that. And look, we can understand some young ones, you know, aspiring models, newer ones would go, wow, that's really amazing. I worked for such and such, you know, and they love the idea of that. But long term, it's going to kill the industry. And it really is. It's already starting to do that. I remember, you know, I've been doing this for over 20 years and I've seen the industry changed. I remember when it was paid, you know, everybody was paid. And now photographers are in the same boat, hair and makeup artists, stylists. I'm sure you've heard it all before. And there's debates online all the time about this. So look, it is exploitation. These companies are using you guys free. That's all they're wanting. It's not TF, it's not TFP stuff. They're using you, they're exploiting you. So you guys have to stand up and say no. I know it's not going to change everything because there are always other models that will take up the job. But if we start to make it known, use the hashtag fair pay for models, and let them know there will be no jobs for you later on. So if you think, oh, I'll just do this for a little while, then I'll stop, then it's really not helping, because in 5 years from now, you probably won't have jobs or very few jobs. You'll have very little to go ahead in your career with. So I would encourage you guys to stick your hand up a bit more and just say, look, this is not right. I know there are situations where it may work, and it certainly works for charity and a few other bits and pieces like that. Occasionally there might be some really good exposure, but usually not, because no one knows who you are. They see your face, but they don't know how to contact you or reach you. So there was a story of Kylie Minogue recently. I think it was about 2 months ago, where she had the same problem with dancers. Her management tried to get dancers along to do the same thing, free, great exposure, and the dancing community got behind it. And they completely turned it on its head, and within a week, all those dancers in a music video, and I think it was the ARIA Awards, the Logie Awards, they all got paid in the end. So they banded together. This is what we need to do, the same thing, okay? So I encourage you guys, stick with us. The Aussie Elite Group is actually a really good network of people who are standing up to make a difference. So we encourage you to join. Just have a look at the website, aussieelite.com, and you'll see all sorts of new stuff on there. We only deal with fair pay, and so we're pushing forward. And we hope that you'll get behind us and wrap it up there. I think it's a big topic. It could keep going on. I know there'll be varying opinions, but that's, in a nutshell, that's about it for the moment. All right, so stay beautiful, stay safe.